From inside Ralph Engelstad Arena, it's time for North Dakota Hockey with Brad Berry. I'm your host, Dan Hammer. On tonight's show, the coach will walk us through the highlights as his team impressively sweeps Duluth on the road this past weekend to close out the first half of the season. We'll also reflect on this first half of the season, a memorable one for UND, as it finishes 16-2-2 to begin the season. North Dakota went to Duluth last weekend and posted 3-0 wins on both Friday and Saturday night. Coach, good to be back with you again. Congratulations on the wins. Really fine weekend for your hockey team.
Yeah, we're very happy to come out of that weekend, especially with 2 wins and against a great NCHC team in Duluth. So very happy to end the break on it with a sweep.
Coach, how encouraging is it for you that in the final 2 weekends of the first half of the season, you saw improved play from your team?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, obviously, the one line, the Schmaltz line, is doing very well offensively. But now, over the last couple of weekends, we're getting scoring from everybody, and that's what you need to have success in the second half.
More balanced scoring and defensively. You've just been lights out here over the last 2 weekends.
Yeah, our play away from the puck has been good all through the first half in all 3 zones, and that's encouraging. When you can do it on a consistent basis, that's great to have.
And the sweater, I must say, is Class A, top notch.
Yeah, just getting in the holiday mood.
You
are. Season.
Yeah, well, you've got your fan base in a very spirited mood thanks to the sweep, and we'll take a look at the highlights coming up next here on North Dakota Hockey with Brad Berry.
North Dakota Hockey with Brad Berry on Midco Sports Network is presented by RydellCars.com, Sue Shop at Ralph Engelstad Arena, and Hot Spring Spas and Pool Tables too.
Welcome back. 2 very confident hockey teams taking the ice this past weekend in Duluth as we take a look at the series opener here, Coach. And Duluth, the preseason pick to win the NCHC, yet you in this building coming into the series had played very well, winning 4 of the 5 prior meetings inside Amsoil Arena. 2 good goaltenders going head-to-head, Cam Johnson and Casimir Kaskasuo, 2 of the hottest goaltenders in the NCHC coming into the weekend. One remains the hottest goaltender in the league after the weekend. You faced an early penalty kill in the hockey game, but your penalty kill again this weekend was a winning edge for you.
Yeah, they were. They remain consistent on what we do, and the biggest thing is blocking shots, creating opportunities, limited opportunities for the other team on their chances.
Yeah, Cam Johnson making saves, and block shots, really doing a good job of taking care of the house in front of Cam Johnson.
Yeah, absolutely. Blocking out, boxing, we call it boxing out players, taking away lanes, and the other thing too, I thought his rebound control was excellent this weekend.
All right, Troy Stetcher at the beginning of the season was challenged by you and the rest of the staff to pick up his offensive game. He's done that here in the first half of the season.
Yeah, he really has. He's as you can see in the highlight here, he's not afraid to jump on the offensive side of the play, and again, that's what we want from our defensemen, is to activate from the defensive zone.
What did you think about your play prior to your opening goal that we'll see coming up here? Prior to it, what did you think?
Well, you know what? Their team is a very, very aggressive team, and their D-men hold lines and they pinch in. And again, we were opportunistic in the fact that their over-aggressiveness, we capitalized a couple situations in the first period.
Great play by Nick Schmaltz to set up Brock Besser right there.
Yeah, again, it shows you about his offensive wherewithal as far as finding Brock going to the net.
So it's 1-0 here, and then you build on that with continued good shifts, and it pays off less than a little more than about 4 minutes later, actually. And Trevor Olson, big weekend, Trevor back home, starts the play here that leads to Shane Gersich's goal.
Again, great execution here, but this play all started with our defensive play coming, tracking through the neutral zone, retrieving a puck in our defensive end and breaking it out. And Trevor makes a great play, and Tucker on his backhand to give that to Shane was incredible play.
So it's 2-0 here. You're off to a good start on Friday night, and your penalty kill, not only did you do a good job of keeping the Dogs off the board, you created some scoring chances. And anytime you got Nick Schmaltz and Drake Kajula coming down 2-on-1 shorthanded, you're thinking there's a pretty good chance they're going to score, but here's another crossbar for crying out loud.
Well, we've seen this play so many times, that lateral play across, and Drake just missed by inches, but again, they're going to get a lot more opportunities.
The famous leg kick, as it's being now known with Nick Schmaltz, right?
Yep, little deception on the play.
Without a doubt. Second period now, Duluth putting on the pressure. They had 15 shots in goal in the second period, but my goodness, Cam Johnson again was outstanding.
Well, he was, and again in this clip here you see how quick his feet are laterally coming across with the puck, and again, giving up our bodies. Trevor doing a great job blocking shots.
22 block shots on Friday night, Coach.
Yep, that's part of the team first mentality.
Big save by Cam Johnson here while you were on the power play.
Yep, absolutely. This is a momentum shift for us as far as making that save and gaining momentum off that play.
15 shots on goal by Duluth in the second period, 15 saves by Cam Johnson in the second period. I mean, confidence is an amazing thing for an athlete, and he's sure got it going these days.
He really does, and he's just building through each and every game and each and every practice. And again, we're really looking forward to the second half.
Did you think you were starting to build more sustained pressure here midway through the second period?
Yeah, we were. We had a little bit more ozone time, and again, we didn't have a lot in the first period, but I thought we did a better job in the second. And obviously here, you can see us off the rush here. Luke making a great play, getting over the blue line, making this pass across, and that's a tough play to corral, and Joel made no mistake in burying it.
Yeah, great speed by Luke Johnson on the near wing to set up that play. Cam Johnson, Andy Walensky. Again, now here's an opportunity for Duluth with a good scoring chance and maybe get some momentum back, but against Cam Johnson stands tall right here.
Yeah, he does, and again, like he holds his ground. He's so calm and composed, and again, he holds the goal line and deters a scoring opportunity.
So we go to the third period here now. What did you see from your team in front of Cam Johnson and their will defensively in this game?
Well, first of all, as you can see here is, they had a mindset of when they got a puck to the net, they put 2 or 3 guys to crash the blue paint, and again, I thought we did a good job of boxing out, and you can see Cam here, he had a little bit of a few struggles here as far as cramping up a little bit late in the game, and I thought he did a great job of persevering.
Walk us through this. He is cramping up. He's showing discomfort. Mark Pullman, the athletic trainer, wanted to come out. Cam waved him off. What's going through your mind here, Coach?
Well, first of all, trying to give him a break to try to, obviously get organized and focused again. But, we made a couple attempts to going out, and he said, no, I'm good. And that shows you his warrior-like attitude.
Courageous, maybe even a little stubborn.
Yeah,
that's okay.
His focus, and he had a job to do, and he wanted to finish it.
Great save on Toninato right there, and Cam Johnson works his way through those cramping issues over the final stages of the third period to preserve the shutout. What a gutty effort there.
Yeah, it is, and it, indicative of our whole team play throughout the game.
3-0 is the final. Cam and others reflect on your win Friday night.
Was having some issues there in the third, but I was just trying to battle through it, and I was seeing the puck well, which was helping. So, anytime I got a little rest there, that was nice. So I was just trying to grind through the third period and get the job done.
I mean, he was unbelievable. That's what we played against in the USHL. He's been a great goaltender his whole life. He had a few shaky starts last year, but we knew that he was a good goaltender. He just needed to get some confidence and get his feet under him, and I think he's there, and we're happy to have him.
We knew it was going to be a tough road game, and they came out really hard and kind of put us on our heels a little bit, but we pushed forward and got the win.
They were ripping from everywhere, so I really was feeling the puck, and that helped me out a lot. So I don't mind those high shot games.
Coach, what kind of attention did Cam Johnson get after the game to make sure he was ready to go on Saturday?
Well, first of all, obviously seeing how his well-being is as far as physically. We wanted to make sure that, he was good to go at the end of the night, and he replenished his fluids and got dialed in, and he had a mindset he wanted to get going the next day.
And he even was in the skate Saturday morning, correct?
Yeah, he did. We had a full team skate, and he wanted to be part of it, and again, that shows you his team-first mentality.
We'll take a look at Saturday's highlights coming up next on North Dakota Hockey with Brad Berry.
North Dakota Hockey with Brad Berry on Midco Sports Network is presented by RydellCars.com, Sue Shop at Ralph Ingolstadt Arena, and Hot Spring Spas and Pool Tables too.
Welcome back, North Dakota and Duluth. Saturday night in the series finale. Coach, you're gunning for the sweep, and Cam Johnson, after getting some extra liquids on Saturday night, was back and ready to go and looking to extend his scoreless streak. 2 consecutive shutouts he was carrying in his back pocket prior to this game. What did you see early in the first period, Coach, from the line of Gardner, Grisic, and Olsen?
Well, they gave us energy. As you can see on the forecheck here, they created them to turn the puck over, and again, that's a big part of our game as far as creating offense from the forecheck.
You played a better game overall on Saturday night, didn't you?
Yeah, our puck possession, our puck touches, our passing, our execution was a lot better. We were more in sync on Saturday, and the guys came out after Friday, And we won the game, but they knew they could play better, and they did on Saturday.
And was part of that in the offensive end where you thought you could play better?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it started actually in our end of the rink as far as executing plays to get out of our end to get into their end of the rink. And once we got into their end of the rink, I thought we were very aggressive. We made a lot of plays to the net.
Well, about 7 minutes into the game here, Coach, we would preview of what kind of night Cam Johnson would have again for you here.
And again, like you said, he's dialed in, focused, and he continued on what he did on Friday night here, and he made a lot of tough saves early.
Your penalty kill was perfect again on this night and on the weekend. Not only Cam Johnson, but everybody on the kill did a good job of cutting down passing alleys and shooting alleys.
Yeah, they did. And you could see our box, or the four-man unit there, were really tight in the house, and they didn't get a lot of lateral pucks through the box, which they usually do.
I like the compete level of your captain here after a near turnover. Watch him work here, huh?
Yeah, he exudes compete, and again, that's why he's our team captain here, and he never leaves anything in the tank every night.
Without a doubt, Gage Osmus, North Dakota's junior defenseman and team captain. Go to the second period here now, and Cam Johnson called upon again here. Kyle Osterberg had quite a few chances over the weekend. He probably left the weekend shaking his head a little bit.
Yeah, you know what? There you see him going down the wall, and Cam held the post and was strong, and like you said, he made a great save there.
All right, again, about 6 minutes into the second period here, it felt like you were putting shifts together and gaining momentum again in this hockey game.
Yeah, we were, and obviously we didn't bury a couple that we should have, but I thought our power play did a really good job in trying to execute, and we ended up capitalizing on a couple goals.
All right, here's the turning point of the game. Andy Walensky, the Bulldog captain, very key player, 5-minute major for boarding, game misconduct, and this really turned the outcome of the game.
Well, again, this is a double-edged sword. First of all, we get a 5-minute major, which we did score 2 goals on, but they lost their best defenseman for the whole game. So it's kind of a double-edged sword as far as taking that penalty. And again, we remind our guys about playing discipline.
Yeah, best defenseman, good on the power play, a leader. That was a big loss for Duluth, and you're going to take advantage. You started the power play on a 4-on-3, and Nick Schmaltz almost scores very early in the power play.
Yeah, he had a glorious opportunity by himself, but again, we retrieved the puck back, and I think we score right directly after that.
You do, and this is your second power play unit again, scoring on the power play for the second consecutive weekend.
Yep, great entry here, coming down, reversing it back to the top, and again, you see number 3 here, Tucker Pullman. He does a great job when he has a puck. He's got such a hard shot.
Yeah, Tucker was out for a while, and yet he's tied for your lead among defensemen in scoring here at the halfway mark.
Yeah, it says a lot about what he is as a player. Like, he's such a big body that skates well, and he's got a lot of great offensive tools.
So it's 1-0, 31 seconds later. Your top power play unit is out now, and here you make it 2-0.
Yep. Again, good entry into the zone. We retrieve a puck, we get it back, and again, our guys capitalize. And what we see here is Brock Besser taking a puck to the net. We've seen this so many times, coming on his backhand short side and making a great play.
Well, you know what? He got the back of the defenseman turned. And once he read that, he knew he had an opportunity to sneak the puck behind Kaskasuo.
Yeah, he had a little bit of time and space going to the net, and he made sure he buried it.
13th of the season for Brock Besser, leads all freshmen nationally in goal scores here at the halfway mark. Third period now, you get outshot 13-3, but Cam Johnson here's here time after time again for you.
And again, this is so reminiscent of Cam as far as making an initial save and not creating a rebound.
Look at the bodies here around Cam Johnson and making sure that pucks are cleared when they have an opportunity to do so.
Well, we talked about it Friday after the game. Our house was a little bit loose on Friday night. We wanted to make sure we got tight in the house around Cam.
Well, it's a historic scoreless streak right now for Cam Johnson. His numbers are phenomenal.
Yeah, and again, it says a lot what he does to prepare for the weekend. And again, the way the guys play in front of him. Again, you see 5 guys in giving up their bodies and laying down and trying to make sure that pucks don't go to get to the net. And Cam did a great job, but our guys did a great job.
No doubt about it. Keaton Thompson blocking a pass there. Paul Ledoux, Trevor Olson sacrificing their bodies. So it's definitely a team effort. Defensively, get a little insurance here with the empty netter from Luke Johnson.
Yeah, Luke shoots from everywhere. There's not a shot he doesn't like, and you know what? As a coach, I love that guy that has shot first mentality.
Well, and he converts on a lot of those shots that some people
100%.
Won't shoot.
Yep, you don't have to tell him to shoot.
Well, there it is. The second consecutive shutout. You sweep Scott Sandelin and the Bulldogs inside Amsoil Arena. You're now 6-1, and even Dominic Toninato and the Bulldogs had to say to Cam Johnson following this series, kudos, Mr. Johnson, kudos, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. He well-deserved MVP of the game.
Coach Cam Johnson on an unbelievable streak. Spike Schultz back in 1953-54 has the only longer consecutive scoreless streak. So Cam is I don't know what you call it these days, what he's doing. It's crazy good.
It's crazy good, and he's in great company, with guys like Spike Schultz and the number of goaltenders that went through our program that have great credentials. Cam's adding to the tradition.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable since he came back from injury here. His goals against average and save percentage are off the charts.
Yeah, and again, Cam's been doing a lot of great things as far as individually preparing and doing it on the ice. But again, it goes to the guy, all 5 guys, 6 guys on the ice at any given time and playing the right way.
Here's what Cam and some of his teammates are saying these days with this unbelievable streak.
Felt confident out there. I'm seeing the puck right now, seeing the puck well. I think the guys are playing well in front of me too, although maybe they got a few shots this weekend. But no, I thought they did a great job clearing out bodies in front and making my job easy, just letting me make that initial save. And they cleared out the rebounds, cleared out bodies, and that's all you can ask for him.
I mean, that guy's a great guy, and it couldn't happen to a better dude. He works hard. Sometimes he seems a little loose, but that's just the kind of kid he is, and that's the way he plays, and we couldn't be more proud of him.
It's fun playing behind him. He works hard, and every day he's one of the hardest workers on the ice, and it's good to see him get rewarded for it. And we got to do a better job of helping him out.
Coach, one of the big storylines of your first half of the season is goaltending. What Matt Harincue did while Cam Johnson was injured and what Cam has done since he got back.
Yeah, it's an incredible story, obviously, going into the year with your 2 scholarship goalies on the shelf and Matt Harincue, and again, love him as far as what he brings on and off the ice. He's a big part of where we are right now. He gave us a great start, and now Cam taking over here for a little bit. What can you say about our goaltending?
Well, when we come back, Coach, let's reflect a little bit more on this first half of the season as you exit the first half 16-2-2.
North Dakota Hockey with Brad Barry on Midco Sports Network is presented by RydellCars.com, Sue Shop at Ralph Ingolstadt Arena, and Hot Spring Spas and Pool Tables too.
Coach, reflect a bit on this first half of the season. Certainly you must be having a blast in your first year as head coach.
Yeah, you know what, it's I think first of all being around really good players and really good people on our staff here, that's first and foremost, coming to the rink every day and enjoying that part. But having a start that we've had, very grateful for that side of it. So it's been an enjoyable first half. Really looking forward to the second half.
Are there 1 or 2 items that have been pleasant surprises to you at all over the first half?
I think surprises is the fact that, with the young group coming in, with the injuries we had early on, guys accepting their roles as far as what we've given them, guys being all in. Part of our mentality being team first. And again, it shouldn't come as a surprise, but it's nice to have guys have success early because of it.
I think it speaks volumes of your leadership group, and it is a big leadership group with your captain, Gage Osmus, and a handful of assistants, but this is a very tight-knit group, and I give that to the captains.
Absolutely, 100%. Within our locker room, that leadership group is very, very important to have success, and they've been doing a great job. I also attribute it to at the start of our year, our summer training together and having all of our young guys mesh with our older guys and having that mentality that it's not seniors in one group and freshmen in another. Everybody's immersed together to be one tight group, and that's a big deal.
Here is the first half recap now in the words of the players themselves.
Overall, it's a great first half. 16-2-2 is not an easy record to have, especially in our conference. And, it's been a great start, and we'll have a little Christmas break here and come back in a couple of weeks and hopefully start off right where we left off.
From training camp all the way till now, probably pretty happy with it. But, it's just the first half, and our end goal is way down the line, but we got to take it a step at a time, and we're happy with the first half, and we've put ourselves in a good position for the second half here.
A lot of people doubted us kind of having a young team there, that we weren't going to be start as great as we did this first half. But, I got all the faith in the world in these guys, and, Rink did a great job when I went down there for injury, shutting the door there. So we got 2 goalies that are going on all cylinders right now, and that's all you can ask for, and the boys are doing a good job out there. So
I think everyone's just all on board. We have a lot of young guys, but they picked it up quick, and we needed them to do that. And we got 1 goal in there. Obviously, we've fallen short the last couple of years, and we know how hard it is. And we're just every weekend we keep working and working to get better and to improve as a team. And this was a tough weekend, and it was a huge test for our team, and I think it shows a lot.
North Dakota takes a break now until January 1st and 2nd against Alabama Huntsville. Coach, we're back with some final thoughts next.
North Dakota Hockey with Brad Barry on Midco Sports Network is presented by RydellCars.com, Sue Shop at Ralph Ingolstadt Arena, and hot spring spas and pool tables too.
Coach Brock Besser and Nick Schmaltz are off with the USA team, probably going to make the final roster for the World Junior Championships. Outside of that, what's your personnel look like during the break, and what are your plans here as you manage the team during the break?
Well, I think first of all, get through finals week here, guys, finishing the semester strong in the classroom, and then obviously taking care of the bumps and bruises that we've sustained the first half of the year. So I think the break came at the right time, both physically and mentally, and again, have a good Christmas, and we'll dial in for the second half.
Coach, we want to send our condolences to the family of Scott Dube, a former member of this hockey team and a member of this hockey program. Scott played for UND from 1984 to 1988. He passed away this past weekend. Some of your memories of Scott?
Team, you know, obviously the culture we have now, he was team first. He was a great young man, great individual, and we'll sadly miss him, but he was a big part of our culture going forward in our program.
No doubt about it. A member of the 1987 National Championship team and an assistant captain a year later. Scott Dube was 51 years old. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again on North Dakota Hockey with Brad Berry.